Let's do this. Um, there was something that I wanted to do, but what? Yes, I wanted to hide these. Comment, 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 and comment. Uh, 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 return X. Let us see. Does it work now? Yes, it does. And the training loss is 5,000, which is insane. Um, let's set this to 0.01. We can do like 10 epochs. And if we get a good model, then we can save that model as well. To be honest, I'm just going to use this file over here. So I will create a new file called utils.py, paste this, and just call that thing. So I will say import utils, and over here, like last time, we'll just do this. And now we wait till it trains. Till it trains. Train, 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 train my model. So Alexnet on ImageNet style data usually needs 30 to 90 epochs to converge. So we're at like 30-40% accuracy on the 7th epoch, which I think is pretty good. if we were to increase this now, let's do one more thing and let's add weights and biases, which will then help us to so let's do that over here. Import vandb, and then we can say vandb.init, and then we can call this as project equals to Alexnet ImageNet. I can just copy this settings. Um, vandb init. I can do it after I get the device. And then we can do, before we are starting the loop, okay, so what did we get at 10 epochs? We got 41% accuracy. Okay. So we can hook up the here. And then we can put this in the training and evaluation loop. So we have our train here. No. Here. And this is where we can define our vandb. This will also require vandb here. But vandb doesn't exist, so pip install vandb. And in the meanwhile, let's create an account on vandb. Okay, so that's done. Let's do vandb login. Let's put our API key, and the API key is now entered. That's pretty good. Um, I think that's pretty much it, what we have to do with vandb. And now if we run this, we can click over here. And we get our charts. And we don't have good charts. I don't know, why do we not have good charts? Why do we not have our charts? Did I not run this? I mean, I did run it. Wait, let me stop. 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 And let's do run all. Maybe it didn't. Um, yes. I think I have to give a reference of my vandb over here because it doesn't know. Wait, I have to ask this. I'm not sure how to do this. Was there a message? No, right? Um, why am I getting... How do I... Why was connection lost? Why was it lost? Huh? What? Maybe I have to restart the kernel. And then let's do run all. Mm-hmm. Po 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 pa 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 bum pa 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 pa. That's done. Data loader is running, and we are gonna wait. We are gonna wait. We are gonna wait for the data loader to the. That is also done. Yay! Yippee! Yippee! Main. Let's look at this. Pa pa pa. There we go. Oh, we have our volcanic moon, which is now starting. There we go. Let's do something. Let me do this again. Uh, yeah. I am back, 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 back. So um, I'm gonna run this for 30 epochs, I would say. And then, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you're using WSL, sorry, if you're using WSL and you want to use VanDB, then you would use this thing. Um, where is it? This thing. In the init function, this is more stable for WSL setups. And then um, we can use this instead. Here. So we have a run name, and to grab a one run name, we can also import time just here and baseline atom, yeah, like that. And then where is my YouTube streaming? There it is. Okay, nothing on the chat. That's good. That is good. And then when I run this and it says connection lost, maybe if I restart the kernel and hopefully this time it won't crash. And with this, we will have more stable and it doesn't work. On VanDB, maybe I can remove these two or delete the run and delete this one as well. And now if we go back here, we can do run all. hoping that it doesn't crash us this time. And I forgot to change it to 30. Oh no, I did it. Change it to 30. I remember. And we wait. And then they basically said that they got like 40% accuracy. If we can beat that, then we're done with it. Um, if I get the time, yeah. Did it work? Where is it? Where what are we running? Are we on the same cell? What are we running? We're still on the same first cell. Why is it not running? Tell me why think nothing but a heartache. Tell me why think nothing but a heartache. Tell me why I'm never gonna hear you say I want it that way. Can I please get this to work, please? Can I please get this to work? Ooh, that's why. Did it work? Did it not work? We shall see. We shall see. Let's wait. Wait, 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 wait. I'm really hoping that it works. And we are And it says it's non-functional. Okay, start method is not functional. Anyways, we'll see about why it's crashing in WSL over and over again afterwards. Um, we have our new run. Let's see if it has a sensible name this time. Did I close? I closed it. Yep, my bad. Wait. Okay, let's see. Is it a sensible name this time? Yes, it's Alexnet based. The unique ID. Why can I not? Oh, there it is. And the time as well. So that's the time is over here. I think it's 2026 0306. So that's March, and that's uh 6th of March. I'll fix the naming convention to MMDD. Sorry, DDMM. Bye bye. That's good. We're at step 3. Training loss is decreasing, training accuracy is increasing. Just what we wanted. We are on epoch 5, I think. 6 is being done. That's good for now. Um, Let me take a look at the GPU situation. GPU is fluctuating a lot. So you can see it's below 80%. That's okay. We are on epoch 8, also good. Training loss is decreasing, training accuracy is increasing. That is okay. And we wait. This would be an excellent time to have a chat so I can talk to someone while the training is being done. But I think there's no one right now in the chat, which sucks. And we got some random guy on Twitch spamming something, which is not good. Okay. And we wait. This is not good. So at epoch 10, now I think it's overfitting because it started to rise. Oh, it decreased. Yay, it decreased. What's the accuracy right now? We are at 47%, and we have already defeated the research paper. That's pretty good. Um, oh no, this is like, I think this is like in terms of like loss. Whoops. Sorry. Let's take a look at accuracy, test accuracy. Yeah, it's 53%. We're doing pretty good so far. Just on 10 epochs, I think. Let's see how much high we can get. I mean, I'm running this for 30 epochs in total. So, yeah. After we've basically done this, the idea would be to write a reproducible report explaining how easy it was to reproduce Um, I think I'm gonna do that by the end of the month because technically, um, it was pretty easy to reproduce. It wasn't that difficult. So writing a reproducible report would be easy. I've already written down all of my notes, all of the problems that I faced when I was um, basically uh, re-implementing this entire paper. Um, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Um, but I think uh, that basically marks the end of Alexnet's implementation. I will just push this code on GitHub, um, add my research paper notes as well, which I wrote down, and then people can look at it, maybe try to, if they want to see what went into all of this, yeah, they can read it. So we are at 60% accuracy, which is pretty good. Um, yeah, after this, I think I'm going to start with the Kafka project. So that will be the next stream. And then I can basically put all of these streams in. Can I also edit the stream right now? In the meanwhile, let's go on content. Let's go on live. Da 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 da. Let's do it like this. Yeah, so let's do this as AlexNet part 1. 1. Implementing Alexnet using Pytorch, part 1. And then we can rename this as part 2. This one as part 3. This one as part 4. And then I'll put this one as part 5, today's stream. And then I can place all of this into a playlist. Let's create a new playlist called Alexnet Pytorch. Let's do it public. Language could be English. And we can hit save. Perfect. So for people who might join later, you can find a playlist called Alexnet where I've basically implemented my entire my entire process, how I implemented Pytorch Alexnet, where I was explaining what is local response normalization, what does this mean, what does this mean, what is alpha, what is beta, all of my comments, and then implementing it also in code as well. So we're almost at the 30th epoch. We think, I think we're somewhere stuck in 50% 64% accuracy, which is still good. I think we've achieved our goal. Um, because it is not overfitting, at least. The loss is decreasing. So it was at 1.2172 and it is at 1.113. So it is decreasing and it's not overfitting. So that's good.
Now connected to Mosin.
And we have saved the model over here. And yeah, that's basically it. So, do I want to remove everything? No, I don't think I can add this. So I have to create a git ignore file and I have to, yeah, I have to create a git ignore file. So let's do that very quickly. Create a .git, but first I have to clone my repository. So let's do that very quickly. GitHub, and then repository, research implementation, and then we can do this as this git clone, and then we can go in this file folder, whatever, delete that, and then create a .git ignore, and then over here uh okay, so we're going to ignore all of this stuff, PyCache stuff. We can remove this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And we can hit save, git add dot. Oh, I have to split this now. Wait, I didn't split this. I need to split this first into different files, create an arguments. Let's call it dataset. Oh yeah, why am I doing this thing when there is a shortcut to do this? So the shortcut was percentage write file, and then you're basically going to write this as write file dataset. Run this. We have dataset.py. There we go. Then we can delete this and we can keep this here. Then we can do this as percentage write file, and we can comment this out. Write file. What was it in my template? It was called data setup Alexnet.py. We can comment this out as well. Then we have our model. So this will be percentage write file model builder.py, and then we can comment this out. Then we can call this as engine percentage write file engine.py, and then remove that. And then in the main, um, before I go into the main part, um, let me quickly uh okay, yeah, let me just write this percentage write file main uh main dot py. Can do this, but I need to add arguments. Import torch, import os, usually you need all of this stuff. So torch vision datasets is not required. To tensor is required. Create data loader is not here. Now we add our custom there we go. Import model, whoops, model builder engine data setup data set 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and the utils. Then we do this in the data setup.py. We do not add this dataset thing here because we're not using that. Then we do model builder dot Alexnet and we do engine dot train. So that's done. And then we can grab this and put that in our ipynb file. Not here. Here. And in the data setup, which is here, we can do this as not here, sorry, don't save. Here we can do import import dataset and then do dataset dot this and dataset dot this. And then we can also replace this one as well in the ipynb file. Okay, good. Very, very good. Now the last thing that's remaining is the arguments. And then we're basically done. So what we want to do is we want to go to Alexnet and then we want to run Python 3 main.py. So this will work. But ideally we would want to also give arguments, right? So to do that, it's pretty straightforward and it's pretty simple. Um, what we do is we go to here and we put everything into a main method, right? We're setting the hyperparameters over here, and we're then yeah, we are getting the hyperparameters from here, right? So let's do that very quickly. Not that difficult. All I have to do here is write um, if underscore sorry if underscore name underscore equals to, what was it again, main. Then we just want to call pain, not pain, but main. Um, then we can define our main here. And what we can do here is just grab this entire thing and put that with an indentation like that. So that's pretty good. Then we can pass in our arguments. So to pass our arguments, we need argparse. So we'll say that our parser is basically argparse dot argument parser, and um, argument parser, we can add a description if you want. So let's add the description, and then we can add our arguments. So parser dot add argument, and we will call this root directory, and then the default is this thing. So that's this thing here. Then we have to mention the type as well. So the type is string, and then the help. So this is basically the root directory path of dataset. Parser.add argument. Then we have the CSV file. So CSV file. Then we have our default as not this, um, but this is the value of the name of the CSV file. So this is type equals to str, and then the help is name of CSV file, uh, which contains the path of all images of all of the data set. Parser.add argument, drop out. This is going to be default to 0.5. Type will be float, and the help is going to be drop out rate. Parser.add argument lr. This is going to be defaulted to 0.001. The type will be float again, and then the help will be learning rate, because it's pretty obvious what it does. Learning rate. Parser dot add argument Let's add this as number of epochs, and then this will be basically defaulted to, let's assume, 2 epochs or maybe 3 epochs. We will set the type to int, and the help is the number of epochs. Number of epochs. And then over here, we're just going to replace all of this. And we're basically going to say that our args is basically parser dot parse arguments, right? Yep. And then we can set up parameters. And then over here, we're going to do this as args dot the name, right? So you do root directory and then so on and so forth. I didn't add the batch size yet. Um, where's the batch size? Which is here. So let me do this as batch size. Let's set the default maybe like 32. This is an integer. This is going to be the batch size. And then we can set our batch size equals to 32 and put that here instead of hard coding it. And similarly, we can do this as %d, %m, %y instead of that. And here, we can just add the rest of the stuff. So this will be args.csv file, args.dropout, args.lr, args.number of epochs, and then args.batch size. Okay, so that's pretty good. We can grab this whole thing or not, and I can just delete this thing and run this, and then just do this. Good. Then let's just cancel this for now. Let's run this again, and let's set the number of epochs to maybe 2. Okay, let us wait and see if it crashes or not. I'm hoping that it doesn't crashes. If it doesn't crashes, then it's awesome. And the really cool thing about VanDB is that if I go back to runs, I can also see all of this thing. So now I'm running it on batch size 32, drop it to 0.5, and the number of epochs is actually 2. The learning rate is 0.01, and all of the rest of the stuff. Super, super awesome. This will be fairly very quick because it's just 2 epochs. So let me just refresh. It will be like very small line. I mean, it will be like literally nothing, right? Because it's just 2 epochs. And yeah, it's done. And do we get anything over here? Yeah, there we go. And then we can put this over here. I mean, there we go. That's the line. So that's pretty good. Um, so with that, now it's complete. Git add. I also do not want to include any Pytorch because these are going to be very big. Uh, I think so, but this one's pretty small. Okay, then I can run one experiment. Well, let's assume 90 epochs. We'll let it run. We can set the batch size to 64 and we'll let it run for 90 epochs. And then we get a really good model and we'll just push that to GitHub. So let's just do that. And then we will basically say goodbye. I'm on mute. I hope I was not on mute for so long. I don't even know. But basically, you can also like look at the code as well on GitHub if I was muted for too long. So over here you can see now it's set to proper date, which is 6th March 2026. And then this is the time. So 21 to be I really want to like do it like this, 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 this. So it's like more cleaner now. Now it's like more clean, but I'll do this next time. Or I can just put this here. Yeah. So this will run for 90 epochs. Now, yeah, Kafka.
Kafka, Kafka, Kafka. Probably gonna do that next week now. Um, yeah, I'll be starting a new stream today. Um, I'm not sure how much into the game I am right now in Sword of the Sea. Uh, Sword of the Sea levels chapter list. So I think I'm almost at the very end. River. Sacred River, Sword of the Sea. Yes. I am at the third last, um, third last level of Sword of the Sea. So probably I'm going to finish that, and then I am going to start with Resident Evil. So I can link down my other channel where I'm basically streaming all of that stuff. I think I have a separate channel for the other one as well. Let me see if I can find it for you. Find it for you. So let me say. And let's put it here as well. Damn it. Will be playing. Why is it not? Will be playing Sword of the Sea on here. Now I can pin this message, and for this one I can say twitch.tv, and I think I haven't decided. Yeah, I will just um I'll just stream it over here, to be honest. I haven't made the other channel right now, so um yeah, I don't know the name for the other channel right now, and I still haven't decided a good name for the other channel. Switch account. Can I change my name? Can I change my name? Content settings. No. Change the name. Your channel. My account. How do I change my name? Zo. View channel. Customize channel. Loco. Loco. Poco. Loca. Damn it. Loca. Moko. Toko. Zuko.
Uh, duh, 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 duh. Yeah. Poco, no, does too. Does. Why do they already have? But it's one subscriber. And then I have to create my Twitch account. Sign up with Google. I have to maybe close the Twitch stream then. Okay, then basically, I will upload this on GitHub, and then you can see it over there. I think there's no new viewer on Twitch, and there is also nothing on YouTube. Is there any live YouTube? Um, is there any live YouTube viewer? If there is, I can wait maybe for a little bit more longer. And maybe we can have a conversation. If not, then I will most probably going to close the stream and then switch to my gaming stream. I don't think so there is any active viewer, but let's just wait 5 minutes. Let's wait. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, if I end the stream on Twitch, then yeah. All right, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for joining me in. We have um, completed the first research paper, Alexnet. The next stream is now going to be on creating a scalable machine learning application. So probably I'm going to start that next week. Maybe I can start it tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for having me here, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.